Yo, 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 yo. Spit or swallow beer review. Shagdog here. That's right, folks. And we're doing Bengali by 6 Point Brewing. That's right. This gets a 89 on Beer Advocate. Considered an American IPA. And by 6 Point Brewery, which is out of Brooklyn, New York, I believe. Let me double check that. Yes, Brooklyn, New York. Copyright survivor. Here's a Bengali tiger. I'll hold a today, right? Anything else? A Beer Advocate also says 6 Point Brewing, 6.6% ABV. The enhanced 6 Point IPA formulation first released in the summer of 2014 and uses a blend of new hop strains for a juicy, citrusy, piney hop slashing. It all started with an epic video game marathon back in 2004. Rockin' Blaze Orange Homebrew. We saw the foam rings down the glass like tiger stripes. Thousands of batches and tweaks later, the Bengali is still slashes. Tip in back and let gravity do the work. Game on. 69 IBU also. If I recall, I didn't like this one, but if we did it a few years back, I'm not big on American IPAs, but I'll try to drink it. Give it a little better pour. Of course, I give horrible pours, but it's my hand-eye coordination. Typical 6 Point Brewing can, the ladyfinger can. Jammer fan said these are, if you got a keister or a beer can, these are the type of cans you want a keister. Some sediment in there too. I'm hoping that's actual sediment and not something else floating around. So who knows how long this can has been there. If there's a date on here, it'd be great, but I could never see dates on these cans. There's some number. Oh well, if it kills me, it kills me, right? Right. Let's do it, man. Oh, de tigre, the tiger, the Bengali, huh? All right, it's kind of orangey golden, amber. A lot of sediment and bubblies going on in there. Let's see if anybody else says something about the sediment. That'll make me feel better. Dark orange glows. Boy, does it ever. Very pretty, creamy heads, leaving stripes down the glass. Not one person says anything about sediment on here. Oh well. Clear orange. And I got some floaties floating around in there. So let me see if I can get my finger in there and catch some floaties. Probably not. I'm hoping it's been sitting there a while. Sediment actually is in it. If it's, I don't know. I hate when there's sediment and nobody else says there's sediment. Yeah, I don't know if you can see on there, but you probably can't see it on my glass because of the lighting, but there's some sediment in there floating around. And there's usually not sediment floating around in an IPA. Clear, bright. Everybody says it's clear. Oh well, fuck it. We're drinking it. Smells like an IPA. Doesn't smell too off-putting. Maybe a little bit. If I die, folks, this is for you in the beer review. Hopefully I don't die. All right, yeah, so it's golden. I'm getting sediment. Everybody on Beer Advocate says it's clear. I definitely got sediment a little. It's not even clear. I got a little bit of cloudiness going on there. So I'm thinking this might be old. October 2019. Let me check with my beer guru, see if that's okay to drink. Check out my beer guru, see what he says. I really hate that, man. How can you put a beer on the shelf that's that old? It looks like it says, well, the one thing says April, can me dose April 19. And then it says BB OCT 19. So best by October 19. So apparently it was made in April of 2019. Let's see what Jammer Fan says.
Hey, Shagdog. Yeah, I worked in a liquor store for a while. One of the beer representatives told me the floaties are protein clumps that collect over time. It's the gluten in the beer. It turns into those little floaties. An IPA could technically last 5 to 7 years and still be safe to drink, maybe even longer than that. I would use your nose if you smell like a sour, rotten smell. Obviously, don't drink it.
It's a little off, but not real bad. All right, thanks to Jammer Fan for the info, because I'm not really, I don't know that. I mean, I know a high alcohol might kill some stuff, but yeah, it's 2019. It's supposed to be clear from what everybody else says, and that just pisses me off. It's a little off, but it does have the piney, citrusy, maybe a little juicy. It does smell a little hint of offness, but it doesn't smell real bad or anything. So I think it should be okay to drink. Let's do it. It's a little off. It does have a little sourness to it, like bad sour. Not quite as bad as like a sour milk or anything, but a little sour. A little. It doesn't taste real bad where I'm like, I puke it or anything, but it just tastes a little off, But not real bad, but slightly off. But it does have a citrusy, piney, maybe a little juicy. It does have a little bit of a slight, probably the hop spoiling type, what you get with a skunky, like say a German Pilsner, be it spoiling, a skunkiness. Not like that, but what you would probably say with the hops in a craft beer. So many hops, it probably preserves it a little bit longer than, of course, with a Pilsner. So, and there is 69 IBUs, so a good amount of hops. I think it'll be all right. And Jared Fan said those floaties should be proteins. And I don't feel sick yet, so we'll see. Now, if I die, don't blame Jammer Fan. I just hate drinking beers that shouldn't have floaties in it. Got floaties in it. Just, ugh. And I normally wouldn't drink this. Jammer, not Jammer Fan, but Jammer would make me drink this. Oh, no, it's nothing. Normally, I would dump this down the drain. I'm like, you know what? It's not. I like fresh stuff, fresh, like Dougie Fresh, Anyhow, this is what the tiger does to you sometimes. They hide out in the jungle for a while and sneak up on you with some floaties. Imagine a tiger with floaties on it, little baby floaties on his arms. That's what's like in there. Little baby floaties for a tiger. Okay. All right, let's hurry up and drink this because I got a drinking and thinking to do with this conjunction. I'm going to continue with the drinking and thinking. After I give the grade, we'll just go right into the drinking and thinking. Not really bad for being 3 years old, over 3 years old. The best by date is will be 3 years in October. It was made in April 2019, according to the bottom of the can. Best by October 2019. It's a little off-putting, but not super duper bad. I don't think I'm going to die from it. I know TK drank a beer a couple months ago. That was from like 2018 or 19. It was like kind of a strong ale, or some people consider that beer a malt liquor. I did that one before. Not that old. But this isn't too bad for being 3 years old. And I'm going to give it, this is what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to grade it for what it is, the taste, not because of the year or anything. Maybe if I get a fresher one, it tastes a lot better. Who knows? Not real bad. Slight sourness in it, but not real bad. Juicy, citrusy, a little piney. Not overwhelmingly any of those three, but a little bit. And it's pretty cool, especially for being 69 IBU. Not super duper hoppy. At least the taste isn't. I'm going to give it a B minus for what it is and what it tastes like. And a swallows, not really off-putting. That little teeny weeny bit of sourness in there. The citrus piney is covering that pretty well. So there it is, folks. B minus for being a 3-year-old beer and a swallow. All right, there we go. So now I'm going to go into my drinking and thinking subject, which that really ruined it. But these are going to be, since it's Bengali, based on tigers, Bengals. I should have drank this beer in the Super Bowl. Maybe I would have got a fresher can back then. Because I did watch the Super Bowl. I did a video on during the Super Bowl, like while I was watching the game, but it turned out horrible, and I just deleted them. Yeah, but maybe, and I did have like the Rams versus the Bengals. Maybe I should have had this background and drinking the Bengali. Maybe the Bengals would have won, right? Would have won their first Super Bowl. Now they're 0-3. One more Super Bowl loss. They'll be tied with the Bills, the Vikings. Who else had? I know the Broncos. They have a couple Super Bowl wins at least now, but back in the day they were 0-4 in the Super Bowl. Of course, they've had 3 Super Bowl wins since then, or 3-4, or 4-4 in the Super Bowl. I can't remember. But anyhow, drinking and thinking. And today, drinking and thinking is my top 10 tigers of all time. Not going to be any type of tiger. I'm going to throw in a couple, honorable mentions at right after number 2, since I didn't include especially one that I should have put in there. But anyhow, here we go. Number 10, Tiger. Tiger King. Who else would be number 10, right? Not the greatest tiger in the world, but whether he really didn't treat his tigers good or he really loved them, who knows? But now he's in jail, and Tiger King season 2 really sucked. I watched first 2 or 3 episodes. I couldn't watch anymore because with him being in jail and doing interviews from the visiting room or whatever the hell it was, just wasn't very exciting. Not that he excites me, just saying. The show itself, the season 1 was kind of interesting, But yeah, he's number 10. Number 9 is another great one. And who's number 9, do you say? Detroit Tigers. I was going to put the Detroit Lions because they're more famous, I think, than the Detroit Tigers. But they suck worse than the Detroit Tigers. So yeah, I was going to put the Lions in because they're famous and say, oh, well, best Tigers in. But they're not the best Tigers. They're sucky Lions. The Tiger is the king of the jungle in Detroit. Even now with the Pistons sucking, really. So Tigers are the king of the jungle. Detroit Tigers. All right, number 8. God, I wasn't even thinking about that for a second. Number 8 is Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. Tigger. I mean, Tigger bounces, right? Tigger was freaking the best character on Winnie the Pooh. It might have been Tigger the Tiger or whatever. But Winnie the Pooh won out somehow. Yeah. So, yeah, there's number 8. Hold on. Sip. A sip of this beer that might kill me like a tiger. Number 7 is Siegfried and Freud or whatever hell their names are. The tiger that attacked one of them during the show. That must have been awesome to watch if you're a fan. Probably a good memory of that. Or was it during rehearsal? I don't know. Either way, I think the tiger was put down, unfortunately. I think. But what a way for the tiger to go out and finally get one of those fucks, right? Yeah. So on to the next one. Number 6, Calvin and Hobbes, or Hobbes of Calvin and Hobbes. Imaginary tiger hangs out with a kid. They have adventures together. What's not more awesome than that? Really, imagine if you were a little kid and you had I never had an imaginary friend, I don't think. Not that I recall. What about me? Red Brown. No, I didn't have that. That was a movie. Yeah, imagine having an imaginary friend that you actually saw and told you how to do shit. Most likely, it's probably a demon or an evil spirit. And especially if no one else can see him, you're really seeing him. Or you got some mental disorder. Anyhow, Hobbes of Calvin and Hobbes, yeah. Number 5 is Tigra from freaking Thundercats. I almost said Wildcats. Tigra. He had the whip. He's like a tiger. He had Lionel, the leader. He was like a lion. Chitara, cheetah. Tigra, tiger. Panthero, panther. Two little kit and cat. I don't even know what the hell kind of cats they were. Maybe a lynx and a bobcat. I don't know. And he has Schnarf, which is a big, fat, cuddly, red, yellow cat with a weird, I don't know what the hell he was. But Tigra had to be one of the best, really, because Lionel was busy with the sword and doing a whole bunch of shit. And Tigra was probably the one that was getting with Chitara. He was hanging out with her, going with her all the time. She was fast. He had a whip. Yeah, there you go. Number 4 is Shiva from The Walking Dead. The tiger, that one dude, king, whatever his name was, of the town. I didn't have a picture of Shiva. He's a regular freaking tiger, just imagine. And listening to the king of the town. So, and he kills zombies. So there you go, Shiva. And number 3 is the one, the only. He's winning. Charlie Sheen. He has tiger's blood. I don't know if he got a transfusion from another tiger or what, but he's winning. He's got tiger's blood. That's all that matters. Number 3, tiger. All right. At number 2, we have, you got it. Yeah, the one that's on the cereal box. That's right, Tony the Tiger. I mean, look at it. He's muscular in that one. Well, one is looking kind of sexy. Yeah, Tony the Tiger, folks. He's been around for a long time, so he's got to be number 2. And before we go to our number 1 tiger, let's do the honorable mentions. The cowardly. Wait, that was a fucking lion. That was another lion. Oh, he looked like a. They should have made it the cowardly tiger, so it's not. Anyhow, other honorable mentions: sports teams, Auburn Tigers, LSU Tigers. Any other Tigers in sports? I'm sure there's a whole bunch of them. What's Clemson? Is Clemson the Tigers? Oh, wait, Auburn, Clemson. One of them is the Tigers. Crap, I don't know. But anyhow, number one, Tiger Woods, folks. Been around for a long time. He's overcome a lot of obstacles. Horrible wife, probably drove him to drinking and stuff like that. Doing Buick commercials. I mean, come on, he's Tiger Woods. He should be doing Buick commercials. That was, I don't know what, 15 years ago. I can't remember. But it came out all that being EA Sports, Tiger Woods, EA Sports Golf. Now they call it something else. I don't even know if he's on the newer games, but he should be. But he made that game, really. And he made golf, really, for what it's been for the past, 20, 30 years? I can't remember. Probably close to almost 30 years, 25 years. I don't even know how long he's been playing. But, yeah, Tiger Woods, folks. Number 1 Tiger in the world. They should have a reality show about Tiger Woods' life. It would have been way better than the Tiger King. Tiger Woods is the Tiger King in my book. A different type of Tiger King, not a raging homo fascinated by tigers. Anyhow, probably should have took that picture off a long time ago, huh? And so there's your top 10 tigers. Yes, if you have any tigers you want to mention, this video went for too long. Try to think of an easier way to doing stuff like that, but oh well. Yeah, so the beer hasn't killed me yet. I haven't been drinking the whole time I've been doing this because instead of editing, putting the videos in, I got the pictures set up and I pull them up, and I don't even know if it came out good or not. Probably didn't, but anyhow, find out when I share the screen, I don't know if it's actually even showing the pictures. But good beer, Bengali. By golly, Bengali. Probably be better if it was a little fresher. But I probably do it for today. I got 2 more beers, but I might save them for either probably 2 weeks. They're not like American themed beers, but might save them for the Day of Beer Independence Day for the 4th of July celebration. So yeah, we finish our beers all the time on a Spit or Swallow beer review, but this one, I don't know. I got to finish it. That sediment mixed up a little bit. There's still a lot of stuff floating around. It looks like jizz in there almost. Like, was it? I mean, there's white. It looks whitish chunks. I'm hoping that's protein, a healthy kind of protein, not that kind of protein. Like Jammer Fan said, I don't know if you can see that stuff in there. See that white shit floating around in there? It's all over the place. It's horrible. Hope I didn't get that kind of bad batch. You know what I'm talking about? Like Bengal jizz or something. Or a guy named Tiger. But it is old, so I'm guessing, like Jammer Fan said, protein balling up, whatever the heck. Well, that's it for this one. Shagdog Spitter Swallow Beer Review. Whew. Glad we got through that one. The beer didn't turn out as good as I thought, and probably my top 10 didn't turn out too good. But anyhow, watch us. I actually have regular videos drinking, or it's just drinking and thinking without doing a review. So tonight, I decided to combine them. Beer review, drinking and thinking. Probably a little longer than I wanted to go, but that's okay. Thanks for watching. Swallow Beer Review. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.